Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome to Paragon Foundation e-learning platform. I'm your facilitator, Mardiya Mustafa, and then inshallah today I'll be taking you through Islamic studies. We'll be treating Fiqh, and our topic under Fiqh will be Ablution, inshallah, al-wudu. So now, before we start, let's warm ourselves up with a song I formed myself. So, this is the way I wash my hands, wash my hands, wash my hands. This is the way I wash my hands when performing ablution. This is the way I wash my face, wash my face, wash my face. This is the way I wash my face when performing ablution. So you can continue this song at home. Inshallah, let's move on. So our objectives for today is, by the end of the lesson, learners will be able to 1. Explain what ablution means. 2. Write down benefits of ablution. 3. Write down the obligatory acts of ablution. 4. Write down the sunnah acts of ablution. And then 5. Write down the disliked actions when performing ablution. So let's move on. Now, ablution. When we say ablution, what does ablution mean? Ablution, it means what? Using water to wash certain parts of the human body with an intention. Our key words here are what? Certain parts. So you wash certain parts of the human body with what? An intention. And the intention is what? The most important word here. Why? Because you can bath. You can decide that I'm going to wash my face. But then if you don't have an intention of performing ablution, then it is not considered as what? Ablution. So you have to have an intention before you what? You perform ablution. You can bath, and that's one to use water. Some people bath their certain parts. They don't bath all their body. So if they do this and they don't have any intention, then you cannot say, oh, the person is performing ablution. But if the person tells, I'm going to perform ablution, or I'm having the intention of performing ablution, then he is what? Performing ablution. Now let's move on. Let's look at some of the benefits of ablution. We have 1. It purifies one from his or her sins. So the moment you start performing ablution, you take your intention and you start performing ablution, then you will be what? Purified from your sins. The sins your eyes committed, the moment you wash your face, all the sins have been wiped. So it's very important for you to always perform ablution. And we have it regulates what? The nervous system. So when you perform ablution, you see that your nervous system will be what? Regulated. And then we have it takes away one's anger. Our Prophet ﷺ said, the moment you see that, or the moment you become very angry, anger is from what? Fire. So use water to quench it or to cool yourself down, and that is what? By performing ablution. So the moment you become angry, just go and take your ablution can, or you go by the pipe, then you perform ablution to cool yourself down. And then it makes the bloodstream flow faster, and it keeps you younger and beautiful. We all bath because we want to become beautiful. But this time you wash your body parts what? 5 times a day. That's before you pray all the obligatory prayers. So you can see how your skin will be very nice, younger, and then what? Beautiful. And it helps what? The bloodstream to also what? Flow very, very fast. Now let's move on. Okay. Now let's look at the obligatory acts of ablution. That is the fard. In Arabic we say the fard acts of ablution. Let me write it for you. The fard acts of ablution. These are the acts. The moment you omit when performing ablution, the moment you omit these acts, then your ablution is not complete. You have to redo it. You have to start over your ablution. And the first thing is what? Intention. Innamal a'mal binniyat. The first thing you do is you must have your niyyah. You must have your niyyah that I'm going to perform ablution. You cannot just get up, take your butter, or you go by the pipe and just start washing some certain parts of your body, and then you say, I'm performing ablution, without you having the intention. So intention is very, very important. And we also have what? Washing the face. Washing the face is also what? Very important. It is obligatory to wash your face. So if you don't wash your face when performing ablution, then your ablution is not what? Complete. We have washing the arms. It's also what? An obligatory act. Wiping the head, and then also what? Washing your feet. They are all what? Obligatory acts. Now let's look at some of the sunnah acts. The sunnah acts of ablution, which is what? Starting with Bismillah. It's sunnah. Even though it's sunnah, it is very good. It is part of the ablution, so you have to do it, because the moment you say this Bismillah, you will get reward for following what? The sunnah of our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You also get the reward of performing your ablution. And washing the hands. So washing the hands to the wrist is also what? Sunnah. Wiping them, washing the mouth, nose, and the ears. All these are what? The sunnah acts. Now let's move on. Then we have the disliked actions when performing ablution. So these actions, the moment, like they are, it's not like when you are performing ablution, you shouldn't make these acts. You shouldn't like practice this act, because it is disliked in the religion for you to, in Islam or in Fiqh we call it makruh. It's not good for you to perform this act when you are performing ablution. So you have performing ablution at a dirty place. You can't perform ablution at a dirty place. Whenever you are going to perform ablution, make sure the place you are performing ablution at is very clean and neat. The water should be clean. We have what? Wasting water. Allah does not love people who waste water. In the Quran, Allah said, Inna Allah la yuhibbul musrifun. Allah does not love people who waste water. So you must be very careful when performing ablution. You shouldn't overuse the water. So when you are using the tap, the moment you open the tap, you fetch water in your hand, you close it, and then you wash your hand. You shouldn't just let the water to be flowing whilst you are communicating with your friend. It is not liked in Islam. And we also have living out the sunnah acts. So I already told you what the obligatory act is and what the sunnah act. That's washing the hand, washing the mouth, nose, and the ears. If you leave out this act, then it is disliked. And we have what? Washing the body parts, the number of times you wish. So as the sunnah says, wash these parts 3 times. Wash your hand 3 times. Wash your mouth 3 times, your nose 3 times. Then you, because you feel like, no, I can't wash it 3 times. Then you will come and you wash it 2 times or even 1.5 times. Then it is disliked. You have to wash it what? 3 times, as it is said in what? The religion. Now, we are done with our objectives today. Now, let's look at how we perform what? Ablution. So you can see the girl here is what? She's performing ablution. She is using the tap, but today I'm going to use what? My butter or my ablution can to demonstrate to you how you perform ablution. First, you fill this ablution can or your butter or your kettle with water. So when you fill it with water, now I'm going to get my intention. I'm having my intention what? To perform what? Ablution. So I've intended. Then I will get my butter. Then what do I say? I start with what? Bismillah. I start with what? Bismillah. After the Bismillah, what do I do? And I pour the water in my hands. Then I wash it to my wrist. I will do this how many times? 3 times. How many times? 3 times. So the first time, I'll pour again, wash it, pour again, and then wash it. How many times? 3 times. Now, after washing my hand, I pour water in my hands again, and then do what? I'll put it in my mouth, and then wash my mouth. Then you pour it out. You put it again, wash it, and then pour it out. You do this 3 times. After that, you pour the water in your right hand. Use your right hand to inhale water in your nose, and then use your left hand to exhale it. You inhale, exhale. So you do this how many times? 3 times too. Then you pour another water. Then you wash your face, and make sure that when you are washing your face, it touches where your hair begins. All those parts are part of your face, and wash under your chin. Because washing the face is obligatory, you have to be careful when washing the face. Closer to your ears, you must wash that place too. So you wash your face how many times? 3 times. When you finish, you pour water, then you wash your arm to your elbow. You must be very careful because it is also an obligatory act. You must be very careful when washing it. So to your elbow, it can even be above your elbow, but it shouldn't be below. So to your elbow, then you come back. So you wash that side 3 times, and you make sure you start with the what? The right arm. Then you come to the left arm. You wash it again. You pour water and then you wash it. How many times? 3 times again. When you are done, you pour water in your hands. Then you use it to wipe your hair or your head. Then you come back again. You go and then come back once. Please, don't pour water in your hand and be doing this. No, you go once and then you what? You come back. And like wiping the whole head is very important. Although there are different madhabs, according to some madhabs, even wiping 1 hair is enough. According to other madhab, wiping 3 hair is good. But when you come to the Maliki madhab, which is the madhab the West Africans are following, it is obligatory to wipe all your hair. So you go backwards, then you come back. And that's it. When you are done, you pour another water in your hand, and you use it to wipe your ears. And make sure when wiping your ears, you wipe at the back of your ears, inside your ears. It touches everywhere. When you are done, then you use the water, or you take your water and then you wash your feet. You wash your feet to your what? To your ankle. Very important. You wash your feet to your ankle. And when you are done, you raise your hand up and you even say the shahada. So ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. Then you recite the dua for ablution. Allahumma ja'alni min at-tawwabina wa ja'alni min al-mutatahhirina. Then you are good to go. You are done with your ablution. So inshallah, that's our lesson for today. I'd like to end with my lesson here, but the assignment I'm giving you is you all perform ablution. You make your mom or your dad record you performing ablution, then you send it to me so that I'll be very sure, or I'll see that, okay, now my learners are able to perform ablution. So, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.